What's up everybody, welcome back to Meathead Gaming. My name is Roland, this is the best channel that nobody watches, except a few special people like yourself, and today we're gonna be talking about the top 10 Operation Riptide skins. So I will say that in the past couple of months I really lost interest in playing CSGO. Part of it is seeing how hard it is to play solo queue, but I also grew a little bit jaded by the lack of integrity in the competitive scene, and although I have no relationship with that kind of level of playing, it kind of pushed me away from the game. But gotta say, Operation Riptide is a great update for the game, with some cool changes such as the dust to middle modification and the ability to drop grenades. It also paved the way for a whole lot of new skins, both knife and gun skins, which is always a welcomed addition to the game, as it breathes fresh air into the ecosystem and it might make people like, for example myself, come back and play the game a little bit. Also, I gotta say, the first week looked decent mission-wise, none of that dumbass shenanigans that were around in the last operation that I got. I think it was Shattered Web, which had some really bad missions, man. But on that point, it might be still early to talk, we'll see in the future I guess. Regardless, let's talk about the top 10 skins from Operation Riptide, in my humble opinion. Now, we will exclude the knives from this list, as I plan to do a separate list for those ones. Let's jump into it with the number 10 spot on today's list, which is held by the Glock Gamma Doppler. I think this skin will make a lot of Gamma Doppler fans quite excited, especially because it will feature all the patterns, even the highly priced emerald one. Man, I'm curious as to how much one of those will cost. It's quite simplistic, but the color pattern is extremely beautiful, especially if you are into those colors. Number 9 will be taken by another Glock. This time it's gonna be the Snack Attack. Oh my god, this skin is hilarious. From its name to its design, it's quite a special skin. It's not for everybody, but one has to appreciate the work that went into it. And the 3D effects, which were very competently developed, especially in a game like CSGO, are quite remarkable. Another advantage of this skin is that because it has the same colors as a flashbang, your fake flashing might actually work and get your enemy confused when you try to trick them, which is quite a nice feature, although I'm not sure I agree with it for obvious reasons, because it might be a little bit of pay to win going on there, but then again, to pull off an effective fake flash, you have to have a decent level of skill, so that's a gray area. Let's move on to the next one. Up next at number 8 we have the USP Black Lotus. Now, I've always been a big sucker for purplish skins, although I've never owned a lot of them, but this USP is quite attractive. Both the art design and the color pattern used make it one of hell of a looker. Combine that with its low price, and I think this has to be one of the best bang for the buck type of skins out there. At number 7 we have the AWP Desert Hydra. Now, some of you will say that I'm crazy for not putting this higher on the list, but I think there's just too much going on with this skin. It's quite a beautiful one, and I'm sure there's a lot of work that went into it, but I just can't put it higher. I don't know, there's something that puts me off with this one. And although I like orange skins a lot, there's just simply something off for me with this one. Anyway, focusing on the bright side, the orange goes very well with the white on the scope, and the art design is quite attractive. What's not attractive is the price tag for this thing. Although it's really hard at this point in time to determine its stable price, it's safe to say that it's going to be unreachable for most people. Coming up at number 6, it's gonna be the M4A4 Spider Lily. Have you seen how shiny this thing is? It's literally a blue diamond. It also completes the default gloves very well, and it's cheap. Both the design and colors used are quite charming, and because of it, this skin has the potential to fit in both into a red loadout but also a blue loadout, which is always a plus in my books. Cracking our top 5 today is the USPS Whiteout, or how I will call it to get dumb people on the internet mad, the USPS Privileged Class. This skin is pretty straightforward, it's simple, it's white, and you will either love it or don't care much about it. I like its simplicity a lot, and I think that it would be perfect in a white loadout, a black loadout, or a black and white loadout, whatever. Also, the sticker combinations on this skin will look absolutely fantastic, and I'm eager to see what people will come up with in the future. Up next at number 4 we have the MP9 Mount Fuji. Now, there's no secret about it, I've talked about this in the past, I love Japanese culture. I choke on it harder than Sandra Romain does on a black. So, although I'm not a big fan of the color patterns used, I do appreciate and enjoy looking at the art design. It's also quite a cheap skin, so I can always appreciate a skin that offers good value for the money, whatever that means in this ecosystem anyway. The M4A4 the Coalition will crack our top 3 today. So in my humble opinion, Up to this point, if you wanted to get a yellow loadout, or just preferred a yellow M4, you would pick the Buzzkill, or maybe if you have some more cash to spend, then the Daybreak. I think that with the arrival of this skin, all that has changed, and now this is the new standard for a yellow M4. It's classy, it's golden, and it gives you a certain type of premium feeling. Like when you buy priority on a flight ticket, just to find out that there's no real benefit other than you just being the first one to sit your ass down on the plane. Which, in the grand scheme of things, is completely irrelevant. But hey, the fool is the one that pays, not the one that sells. Getting back to the Coalition, I also like a lot how the handle of this weapon looks, although you don't see it much in game. Coming up at number 2 we have the CSGO Deathstrike. I think the theme of this skin fits the weapon perfectly. It's one of the best combos there is when it comes to the skin complementing the abilities of the weapon in game. Just like a scorpion that stings its prey and then waits until it dies off so it can consume it, you will sting your opponents with the scout knowing that either you or a teammate of yours will finish them off later. It's truly an inspired skin, with its artwork also being very well executed. And the number 1 skin on today's list is the AK-47 Gold Arabesque? I don't know exactly how to pronounce that. Regardless, this skin screams premium. It screams expensive. It screams sell your liver to be able to afford it. And it's for a good reason. I think it looks fantastic. Simple yet exquisite, the golden color of the weapon goes hand in hand with the brown leather handle and shoulder pad. Like Tom Howard would say,
all of this just works. It's not, I'm not kidding.
So that's gonna be it for today's list, guys. I hope you found something interesting here. If you want to see more top 10s or whatever shenanigan, other diverse, videos on the channel other than my usual boring POVs, then let me know and I will do them. Until next time, stay safe, stay clean, and stay strong.